In addition to the actual Pear Deck slides that the students have, at the end of that, you have certain abilities that you can give the kids to power up. I want to show you how to get Immersive Reader and some other accessibility features built into these, but also how to give reports to the students after those sessions end. So when you go to peardeck.com, you're going to click Teacher Login and log in like we've seen on the teacher dashboard. You want to click beside of your name up here at the top, and you want to go down to Review Account. Here, you're going to go to your settings, and you want to turn on some of these features. So look through these and see which ones match you and what your needs are. This one is ability to have like a little mood reader at the beginning and after a lesson, and it's just got little smiley faces, and the students will select which one or which mood they're feeling. I like that, but it's kind of just the feel good slide. Immersive Reader allows the students to have the text read to them, so you wouldn't have to do that speech. I want to show you what that one looks like. So I have a student paced version in student view. This is what the mood checker looks like. And I want to show you what Immersive Reader looks like as well. If you can see down here in the bottom right hand corner of my screen, there's a new icon. And when I click that, it gives me Immersive Reader. An Immersive Reader takes the student to a page where they can change the text to make it be a little bit more applicable to them and their specific needs. This tool can translate the language to a different language for them. So if they speak Spanish, then they can translate by word or by document. And if they click by document, it's going to automatically translate that for them. So that's pretty cool. They could also slow down the reading speed and select between a male or a female voice. And then it will highlight the words as it reads it. So look at this.
Solving two-step equations 80 plus 6x.
So that's pretty cool. It's going to read it for them. When they're finished, they just simply click that back button and they are back to their screen. And that is going to automatically be on all of these slides as the students work through it. If they need the Immersive Reader, they have it. And if they have audio included, they could play their audio sound. Underneath that, you have the Google Classroom where you can automatically sync your Google Classroom directly to Pear Deck. We've talked about that before. And I always make my students require login. Takeaways are the student notes that will be shared with the student after the session is over, and I highly recommend those. So if you turn those on, you'll have the ability to send those to your students. So I'm going to go back now. I've got all of my settings turned on. And when I go to sessions, if I want to send those takeaways, then I'm just going to click the three dots. And as long as I've closed this session, I'm going to have the ability to send takeaways. It's going to ask me to sign in because it needs to be able to create these takeaways inside of my Google Drive. So I'm going to do that. You want to make sure that you allow it to speak to your Google Docs. And then you can publish that link directly to Google Classroom, and the student will only be able to see their takeaways. So they will be able to download their specific takeaways that are unique to them. And this is FERPA compliant. So you don't have to worry about breaking any confidentiality rules. Once it has had the time to process, you will be able to see the sessions. And mine was blank because I didn't have any students to submit it. But if there were students here, you would see them and they would only have access to their specific session. Now, this is also great because I think sometimes it makes seeing what each individual student has done a little bit easier, because if you open it up, you'll be able to see all of the student responses in one spot. But if you have 120 kids, like a middle school teacher or a high school teacher might, then you can go through on your teacher dashboard and see those individual responses per slide, like we explored earlier.